What's good, YouTube land? Welcome to the video review of Transformers Combiner Wars Protectobot Blades. The last deluxe in the American release. And I finally have him. And he's probably the most used mold in the Combiner Wars line. If you look at the pictures, if you looked at pictures of the Combiner Wars line, you can already see this is the most used mold. But we have to take a look at him anyway, because he's necessary. He's G1 necessary. There's a little bit of dust on him. I've only had him for a couple of hours. I guess he was dusty in the store and I didn't notice. But obviously another one with the comic book up there. You see the figure right there, his alt mode right there. Combined to form Defensor. Protectobot blades, nothing on the side. Oh, nothing on the bottom. A little bio about Blades. Blades can take his alternate form, a chopper, a little too literally. Sure, he carries plenty of firepower, but he'd much rather shred enemies with his rotors, bringing them down with a whirling flurry of copter kung fu. Sounds like my kind of robot. Becomes an armor leg, 13 steps, and you see the rest of the Protectobots there. So let's get them open and take a look. So here he is, opened up and out of his packaging, in vehicle mode. And he is a helicopter, a rescue helicopter, which makes a lot of sense for a rescue vehicle. Why it has so many missiles on it, I don't know. But, get him out of the way, here is his gun. It is a bullet-fed sniper rifle kind of deal. It has a muzzle there. I'll talk about that more in a second. Obviously, we have the instructions, which you don't need, and the comic book, which, just like the rest of them, like first aid we took a look at, is trying to find. It's an episode of Dark Cybertron, but it's not. From the looks of it, it doesn't seem to be a follow-up to first aid, because like previously. It says here previously, Optimus Prime leads a team of Autobots on Earth, where the Human Earth Defense Command has formed an alliance with a team of Decepticons, commanded by Galvatron. After rescuing the ancient sage Alpha Trion from a secret island base, Optimus Prime learns an object called the Enigma of Combination, hidden somewhere on Earth. So I don't know, I guess this is beforehand? I'm not sure. It should say somewhere Dark Cybertron. Oh well. This starts off in Japan. We're not going to look at everything. We're going to see if we can see some Transformers we recognize. Is that... yeah, that's Cosmos. Side swipe. Prowl. Skylinks, they're in Skylinks. Optimus Prime, Alpha Trion, Jetfire. RC. So these are some. There are the Constructicons. There are more of them. So I guess this is before the Autobots became combiners, because Prowl looks more G1 to my eye. There's Galvatron and Scoop. There's Laserbeak. There are all of Soundwave's tape deck minions. I'm not going to get into which one's which, because that just starts craziness within the fandom. But here is the on deck page for Blades. His sketch phase, his gray model phase, his finished product, and the psych evaluation with, again, pictures of Blades. As unpredictable warrior as you'll find in the Autobot ranks, most bots with flight capability tailor their arsenal and fighting style to engage from distance. Blade prefers using his photon blaster, wrist missiles, and helicopter blades up close and personal. Dislikes the term close quarters combat, as he claims. It's never really that close. Enjoys using evasive maneuvers to cause collisions between multiple opponents. Claims there's no such thing as fighting dirty. Teammates give Blades a lot of room in a scrap, as his frenetic style tends to leave a crater. With fellow Protectobots forms Defensor. Prior to... he's cleared for mission. Prior to joining the Protectobots, Blades served as part of a Cybertronian security program in the city of Kaon, famous for its underground gladiator contests. I can speak words. Blades honed his own fighting skills during the apprehension of participants in these illegal duels. Forms either an leg or an arm of Defensor. Now I have 2 more comic books to read. Sweet. Whoops. Didn't mean to get to that. But, yes, I'll get out of the way. Blades is a straight-up repaint of Alpha Bravo. Nothing different but the head. So, yeah. Silver, just give you a close-up there. Only thing different is the paint scheme, and he's got the Protectobots variation of the Autobot symbol, the Rescue Bot, or whatever. I'm not sure what it's called, I have to look it up, and Rescue, and he's got white stripe and red body instead of white with a blue stripe. Nothing really different. But yeah, his blades, they spin. I guess that's where he gets his name from. I'm so funny. Spin kind of freely. Bit loose. They're not. It feels like they're not connected very well. They sure do spin, and they hinge for robot mode. Obviously, he's got his side-mounted missiles, which are just the coverings for his hands. And he's got he's resting on his hand-foot gun, which I like as a display stand. He's also got his gun, which is the exact same gun as Alpha Bravo. I'm looking at it over on my Autobot and Decepticon table, and yeah, it's the same gun. I don't feel like going to grab it, but it's the exact same gun as this. No different paint at all. Where can you put this? You can put it there, or you can put it there, or I guess for some reason if you want to, you can, wait, that actually makes more sense. Put it there and you go pew 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 pew. And he is a VTOL helicopter, and his VTOL moves. So now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to go transform him. Start by going to combiner mode, and then we're going to go to robot mode. So unpeg that. Actually, I'm not sure if I need to unpeg it, but unpeg these little flaps, which are his feet. Fold the front of the helicopter up, and it pegs in right there. I'm gonna fold. Yeah, this guy is tight. Fold that down, and 2 ports go into 2 pegs. You're gonna flip its head around, push it in so it's not visible, and you can plug that back in place, and you can put these into there, and you can do that, and take his hand-foot gun. There, you have a leg. You have a helicopter for a shin. And obviously knee joint, rotation. Meh. It's a leg. We know what to expect from the helicopter mode by now. Mold. Now I'm going to fold his head back in, and we're going to go to arm mode. Arm. I'm going to unfold these, unfurl. Yeah. Bring that up. Traditional aerial bot leg transformation. Fold out his legs. Keep him there. You can take his arms. I'll just do this because it makes it simple enough. For some reason, I think his head is... Nope, there we go. His rotor came out of place. So we'll make him this side arm for right now. There's actually a notch right on his combiner hand-foot gun. That makes it easy to fold out his hand. I like that. And there's his arm. Now I have Alpha Bravo as an arm on Superion, so I'm probably going to use this guy as a leg, but arm. Yay, arms. Now let's get into robot mode. Take this off. Put it to the side. Rotate that clicks into place, but separate the legs. Obviously, I've already flipped up his head, but fold around his head. Just put his arms into place. You can do with this whatever you want. And there is your blades in his robot mode. And it looks good. He definitely looks like Alpha Bravo. Unfortunately, that's the thing I have to keep mentioning about Combiner Wars. Every single team almost has a helicopter on it. So, like the aerial bots were given a helicopter. Obviously the Protectobots have always had a helicopter. The Combaticons, who are next up, the next wave I've already seen in stores, which I want to go pick up, have a helicopter. Vortex. And the fan-made combiner, Victorion, however you wanted to pronounce it, I don't remember. I don't really care. Has like multiple helicopters for the arms. I think it's either 4 helicopters or 2 helicopters and 2 of the something else. I don't actually remember. But yeah, this mold is going to be seen so many more times. But there you go. There's Blades next to Blades. I mean Alpha Bravo. Let's give them their hand-foot guns. They're the exact same machine gun, only the Protectobot has a white hinge, the Aerialbot has a gray hinge. And let's give him his gun. I'll go there. I'll go there. I still don't really like the hand-foot guns as handheld weapons, so just gonna get him out of the picture. But I guess we have to talk about articulation. Head is on a ball joint. He can go, squirrel! I'm gonna fly after that squirrel. Dun, dun, dun. What's Superman's theme song? Dun, 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 dun. I don't remember Superman's theme song. He can look down a smidge. Actually, let's get a good look at his face. He's a square head, blue face, blue eyes. I do like the pale blue. I'm trying to... No, it's all there. It's nicely painted. For some reason I thought it was light on the paint. But now you see white hips, silver crotch. Nothing else is really exposed. Nothing else is revealed. But yeah, he's got a nice rotation in the head. Not a little bit of wiggle. Up, down. Obviously he can still do this. And he can still do that. Shoulders are on a ball joint with a nice cut for posability. He can go full. Outwards. It is tight. It's not smooth. I'm trying to figure out what the right word. He's got a faux ratchet elbow. Obviously 90 degrees forwards and backwards. And that gives him a bicep swivel as well. Nothing at the hands. Waist joint goes 360 and oh god. Sorry about that, Blades. Kinda ripped off your leg. There you go. Click. Yeah, hips are on ball joints. You got yourself a thigh swivel. Got a knee bend, 90 degrees. Whoa. I don't think he can he can maybe high kick is almost as high as, well, he can kick higher than first aid, and he can actually stand there like that. He can actually do the full splits. I don't think first aid could do the full splits. And his toe is on a hinge, and this thing's on a ball joint, so you can, I guess that's classified as articulation, probably not. But that's basically all there is about Blades. He's one of many repaints of this mold, but he's not a bad toy. He's unfortunately necessary, I'll say that. It sucks that we had to have another helicopter, but we had to have another helicopter because there's a helicopter in the Protectobots. Now, that's pretty much it for the Protectobots. There is a mold. The Japanese release came with an actually deluxe sized groove, which if I could get separated, I would probably get. But for now, until I find the Legend scale groove, this is it for the Protectobots. And just to ask a question nobody's asking, the reason I haven't done a full review of Manosaur is because I don't have all the pieces of Manosaur. I don't have Blackjack. I did a full review of Superion because I had all the pieces, but until I find Blackjack, I'm not going to do a full review of Manosaur as a whole. So if somebody wants to send me a Combined Wars Blackjack or Groove in the Legend size class, I would be very happy to review it for them, and I would be thankful for them to send it to me. So,
yeah, that's that's all, folks. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed, and keep it weird.